In this video, I do want to talk about the book Atomic Habits, which I did read, as I mentioned before. And one of the principles really caught my eye, which was the 2 minute principle. So I actually pulled up the one page every night. In my head, that feels ridiculous because what's one page gonna do? I would never be able to finish an entire book that way, right? If a book had 365 pages, that's like one page a night, that's like a year basically. However, so rather than judging the action itself, I noticed how each step, like let's say if I did want to read a book a night, and I did break it down smaller and smaller instead of saying reading one page a night, I even break it down smaller, saying I read one word a night, which seems ridiculous, right? However, what I noticed is that action has a certain amount of resistance to it. And you, as an individual, have a certain amount of energy. So let's say you're exhausted, and if I have to like give vague metrics here, let's say if I have 5 energy points, right? However, for me to read even one page takes 10 energy points. So you don't have enough energy points to read that one page. So you gotta break that entire habit down where it matches or it's below your energy threshold. I almost see it as spending money. So if you have $100, you can only buy things that's worth $100 or less. You of course can't buy things that are over $100. So in this case, to parallel the analogy, for me, reading one page a night would be like spending $200. I myself have only $100. So I call that, so the habit has certain resistance to it, and I myself have certain energy with which I could spend to like do the habit. And I'm noticing how I should be judging this process rather than judging the action itself, and have the action be almost irrelevant. So for me, if I have only enough energy to read one word a day, I feel that's worth the energy consumed, because at least you're doing it, and as you do it every day, you build momentum. And what I did notice, which is really interesting, is let's say if to read one page, or let's say to read one word, it takes 5 energy points. And if I do it every day, like 5 days later, the same action takes lesser energy points. You know what I mean? So I have lesser resistance to the things that I want to do. um, as the consistency improves, I feel like, oh, you know what, now reading one word a night doesn't consume as much as energy because it's not that much resistance to it. So I'm not swimming upwards, so it feels like more downwards momentum. But then reading one page now feels like a much bigger hurdle. However, as you like keep doing reading one page, like couple words every day, the resistance keep decreasing, so you can like build a bigger and bigger and bigger habit. I feel that's the kind of strategy, you know uh,